Welcome, everyone. This is our first of reaction videos where we're going to take some of videos that our members may come across online and try to offer a Christian sort of response to them. In this first video, we're looking at a clip featuring Dr. Peter Kreeft. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that name, where he talks about the recent death of his longtime wife and reflecting on marriage. Particularly towards young men. So here we go.
What advice, I know I've asked this, but I want to take another swing at it, give you another opportunity. What advice do you have someone watching this who's newly married or who is about to be?
I want to stop there, and I want to you consider two things. One, the fact that we are talking about marriage is something that has been lost culturally. An increasing number of kids are growing up in broken homes, often without fathers or with stepfathers. And yet, all the studies show that if we want to do what is best for children, mom and dad will be married, preferably first, and then out of that marriage will come children. Videos like this featuring our seniors is really helpful because there are still generations of Westerners who grew up in a culture that understood this, and they now have the benefit of looking back of the goodness of marriage, something we have largely forgotten. The other thing is his pause. He's not pausing because he doesn't know what to say. He's pausing because when he thinks about marriage, there's too much to say. And so what follows is the cream of the top. The one thing that comes immediately to mind upon burying his beloved wife, whom he was married to for many decades.
Do you think that when you are very old and your wife is very old and ugly and wrinkled and fat and not very bright or even nasty, that
Pause there. Men don't talk to your wives like this, all right, or mothers.
you will still find her beautiful? If so, marry her.
um, I joke about what he was saying about ugly and fat and nasty. He obviously tongue in cheek, but actually, what he says here is really, really important. His point is do not marry someone because they are pretty, marry them because they are beautiful. And in the Christian tradition, those are not synonyms. Those are two very different things. We would argue that some things are pretty, but not beautiful. Simultaneously, there are things that are beautiful, but not pretty. Let me give you a few examples. We would all agree that the airbrushed a photo of a celebrity model might be pretty, but we would question whether or not that is beautiful. Likewise, we would say that the face of a Down syndrome baby is beautiful, even if we can see in the face the effects of the fall. So we may not use the word pretty necessarily, though at times perhaps we would, but we would certainly understand the meaning of beauty. Our Where we get this is from the cross itself. The A Roman cross was a picture of imperial power, of barbarity, and death itself. And when you see a cross around someone's neck or on a wall or wherever, uh, we recognize that that is what the cross is. That it is a reminder of the wickedness of man and of the murderous things men can do to men. But at the same time, we do that not because it's ugly, and it is an ugly symbol. We do it because it's a beautiful symbol. That the cross symbolizes for us the power of the gospel, that God Himself would put on flesh and die in our place and for our sins. And so we get the distinction between pretty and beautiful really from the cross itself. And of course, we view the cross through the empty tomb. And so with that dichotomy, we view other things. And Kreeft is saying here that pursue someone who is beautiful, which describes both their inside and their outside, how they treat their family, how they treat the stranger, how they respond in tense situations. If you're looking for a godly wife, find someone who has motherly traits. If you're looking for a godly man, look for someone with fatherly traits, and pursue someone who is beautiful, not just someone who is pretty.
The last view I had of my wife in the nursing home about an hour after she died, I fell in love with her again. Here is a wasted, emaciated, wrinkled, suffering body. It's as beautiful as a crucifix.
There's that distinction. Um, Again, he is seeing a body that has experienced decay and now death, and yet she's more beautiful in that moment, despite death. That is something that you need theology uh, to understand, more than just broken secular eyes. And that's a pause between two married men who understand exactly what is being communicated.
Because that body ain't going to last, but the soul is. So if you don't love her soul, but just love her body, don't get married.
Let me just, as we close out here, draw one little critique I would offer. Not because I think what he says is wrong, but I do worry that people will misinterpret what he is trying to say. And that is, he is not saying that his wife was a soul trapped in a body. That is an ancient Gnostic heresy, a type of docetism. Rather, what he's saying is that we are more than our bodies. We are embodied souls. And so, if you are pursuing the superficial, you will have a superficial relationship. But if you're pursuing a relationship by which God is honored and glorified, and you seek the good of your spouse, here Dr. Kreeft is loving his wife to the point of death, and in this video, beyond. That is someone who has learned what it means to love with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, first to God, and then that leads to a proper love of your neighbor, beginning with the love of your spouse. So it is my hope that we get more people who get this and then apply it to our lives. And I would say, since he was talking to young men and young women in particular, I encourage young adults pursue marriage. It's good, it's true, and it's beautiful.